One thing I also want to mention that I have a lot of friends that are in the homeless sector, namely helping the homeless, that is to say. Now, when we got the word that we will be hosting again the Olympics and that we'll be doing the Super Bowl and everything, I kind of knew what was coming down the pike. We haven't had the Olympics since '84, and I remember that. Now, we didn't have as much of a situation with the homeless because politics weren't prostituting them in the sense, but we have the Super Bowl, and they already started doing that. We have the Olympics coming in, and then I think a year before or the year after, we have the Paralympics. So they're going to be constantly doing sweeps on the homeless community. Now, they've already used them all up. Excuse me. Got their votes and everything. I mean, see, this is... And when you see Governor Newsom, oh yeah, he's got this scowling look on his face. He's got an angry look on his face. He's a very disgusted look on his face. He's the biggest hypocrite of all. He rolled out the red carpet for the homeless sector. I mean, look at Frisco, look at Oakland. They just got totally destroyed. So much so that it's just extremely too expensive to live in Frisco, and the quality, not to mention the quality of life. And the same goes here for the quality of life in California. It's not all that great. Still, if you want all this beautiful scenery, the beaches, the amusement parks, the culture and everything else, which is still great and fantastic, but when you turn on your TV and you drive down the street, you're gonna hear bad news, read about bad news, see the bad news, and experience the bad news. And if you're a business owner, a landowner, is it really worth it to you? Because there's going to be a lot of problems that come along with that you're going to have to deal with it. Especially if you're a business owner, you're going to have to... Your rate of insurance of liability is just going through the roof. And now they made it so minimum wage is now going up from $15 to $16.04. Which is great for most people. Oh yeah, it's fantastic, It doesn't do you a damn good if you're going to be making $16 an hour when that gallon of gas at the gas station where I do and monitor the situation in Pasadena is now $5.09. It was holding a premium of $5.04, went down to $4.99 a gallon, and as of about a week ago, it went up to $5.09 a gallon. So it went up plus 4 cents, 4 cents. That's not worth it. You're paying liability insurance for your car. If you're a renter, yeah, you definitely, more so than ever, you're going to have to get renter's insurance because you never know if you're going to come home and your place is going to get broken into. So transportation is going up. Everything is just going up here in California. To me, it doesn't matter even if I was completely subsidized. If I didn't have to pay one single penny, it is not worth it to me to continue to live here because the quality of life, when I turn on my news, it's just devastating. It's just heartbreaking to see this and hear that, and there's more racial and there's more homeless and all this, and now a loaf of bread costs this, and chocolate costs more, and it's just not worth it. And I totally made up my mind, just for shits and giggles, even if I were to, I said this before, even if I were to win a Powerball or a mega jackpot in the lottery, I still don't want to live here. Why? I'd rather live in a neighboring state. I'd rather go buy land out in Carson or Gardnerville in Nevada. I used to live out there. Or even if I'm going to pay the same amount of money, I'd rather live up in Lake Tahoe where I used to live. But anywhere around here, no. Arizona, even though I have family over there, it's not really great. The politics there. Nevada, yeah. Northern Nevada, definitely. But Las Vegas, ooh. You think the homeless situation here is? Go to YouTube. Just search homeless in Nevada or Las Vegas. It's awful, you know. Anything past Old Town, past Fremont Street, the old section where the old convention center used to be, by the cemetery, you know, by the Salvation Army. It's just, it's doggone awful. I'd definitely rather move to, well, my mind is already set. I'd rather move to Florida, if anything. You know, it's still expensive, but not nearly as expensive. You know, the politics are as fucked up, or the quality of life is so terrible out here. It's just Starbucks coffee's gone up so much. It's just, oh my God. You know, and over here in MacArthur Park, we got the vendors, we got the street vendors and stuff like that. A 16-ounce Folgers at their price is $10. That same size, if you are hard-pressed to find that size, is about $12, $15 at the supermarket. A regular jar of the Folgers, or excuse me, the Taste of Choice, is about $10 to $11. They're pushing it. You can get a jar over here for like $8. Jeans over here. It's just that they get their merchandise, they get their mercancía differently. So their overhead is just like nothing. It's just a table and a pop-up, you know, tent or whatever, party tent. So yeah, it's just nuts. This is the First Congressional Church over here. I'm gonna go up over here. This is a really beautiful structure, but let me show you. Doesn't look like the gates are open right now. I've been inside this church before. It's very, very beautiful inside. Again, look at the gothicness, if that is a word. I just made it up. Thank you. But it's just awesome, you know? And more so, like in this section actually, and going back down behind me in the old Beverly kind of Wilshire district area, the apartment buildings are just spectacular too. Not like these sterile, well, like that for instance. Yeah, there's nothing. There's no character there. You know, it just looks like another glass laminated building like this. Which that happens to be child support services. I have to make an appointment to go there. Like this. I mean, that building's old as heck, but I'm talking more like buildings like this. This is an older complex apartment. You know, this is where a lot of the Glendale apartments are like this too. It's just, they have character. You know, whenever I see something like this or a different color or something, you know, I keep going back to, you know, my ex when we came from Las Vegas, you know, and she was just awestruck of the property, you know. Oh my God, you know, everything's so different. All these homes, they're so different, you know. It doesn't look alike, you know, and all different colors, you know. Some purple, some pink, some blue. And she's like, yeah. I go, well, you know, that's just the way it is. Because her living in Las Vegas, everything's pretty much uniform, you know, track housing and just ugliness. So yeah. And also over here we have, I remember I had been here a couple years ago to redo my court thing with child support. They had put in, I think this was with the third Target Express. This one's a tiny one too. I think it's even smaller than the Hollywood store, or just as small. But there's another Target Express over here. That would make a spectacular fortress. Come the zombie apocalypse. I'm still expecting the zombie apocalypse. Even though some would say, and I would tend to agree, well, we're already here. Everybody's acting like less than human. Yeah, that's true. And look at that. Wow. That is just some fantastic masonry work. Look at that. More than just plywood and 2x4s. So we're just up over there. This is Lafayette Park over here. Kind of a little community center. That. And then there's another little dwelling over here. Ooh, shizen, it is getting hot. Ooh. You know, definitely, once I get the scooter up and going, hopefully sooner than later, I'm getting heartbroken just watching it. Sit there. But a lot of this area over here definitely is just needed for the scooter and to strap on the camera to run around, especially taking some of these hills down. Not so much as up, but be a lot of fun. All right, here we are. And I keep forgetting I have, since I signed up for the low income, I get 90 days, I think, 60 or 90 days of free bus rides. But look at this. This is the original Tommy's. This right here, this is the bomb. This is where you would actually order your food here. I don't think that existed over there, but you, I think it was a Rat concert that we had gone to, and we came over, and you get your food over here, and then you eat over there. And nothing but paper towels for napkins. But this is the original right here. This is where you want to get your world-class chili and your big burgers and everything. So definitely I will put the link down. Yeah, I came all the way over here just to this because I wanted to show this with you guys. Now this is again, this is what I mean if you're going to pay for anything for whatever you call quality of life here in California and in Los Angeles. And you got another place over here. And it's stand up, no tables. It never really was tables, but it's all stand up. And now you get your drinks over there. Like I said, it's so different. It looks like they got another property over there too. But anyway, pretty cool, huh? All right, back on the bus and let's see. Got a good thumbnail? There we go. We'll come back here. It's just so much only one person can do. All right, my friends. Let's move on out. You see, this is Rampart. We're headed down to the next bus stop. Where it is, I don't know. See a lot of these classic old homes now. It's run down, but these properties right here, if it's passed down from you to you from your parents and your grandparents, best hold on to it. This is worth a mint. And where it used to be that the value was for the house, not even, it's just the plot of land that it sits under. Don't get me wrong, some of these new developers would like to see an old home like that or that, even though it's run down, tear it down and put some new little sectional mini apartment with like that. Squeeze 10 units and make the living space maybe 107 feet and charge $1,800. It's really that I mean, that's kind of it's like a 60s, circa 60s, I would say, mid to late. Oh, there goes my bus. Yeah, I mean, actually, I think this area seems to be a lot safer than Pasadena. See homes like this. Look at that. There's Tommy's way over there. A good example. See, I don't know what used to be there, but I'm sure that in that section alone must have been maybe a house like that, or a house like over there, or even an old apartment complex. And see, it's that San Francisco style. They just narrow, built straight up, cram as much as you can, and charge an arm and a leg. There's an old, I think that was the old, yeah, that was the old Rampart Apartments. See, look at that. Crazy. All right, we're back in MacArthur Park. We were just way down there. There's the Asbury. There's the Department of Social Services. And there's the Consulador General de Mexico, the Mexican consulate. So I know that they are going to do this side of the park, just don't know when. Love these hills. All right, let's get back to where we were. All right, my folks. That is it. Ooh. Tired. Time to head back. It's actually well after 12 o'clock. Shall end it here. As you can see, this is Alvarado and 6th. Again, see, we're not too far. There's the big bank building up yonder, the crown looking one. The hotel, the old Hotel Barbizzo. Everything is just so centrally located. I mean, you can walk and just hop on a bus. It's all just so close. I think there is a grocery outlet over there. But, yeah, and over there is the street vendors where you see all the umbrellas and the canopies over there. Just buying over here is just less expensive, considerably less expensive than going to Target and stuff like that. So, ooh, goodness. Yeah, see, it's kind of like an outdoor swap meet, park and swap, or whatever you want to call it. But it's certainly, I just got to remember to get, when I do, to get over here, because everything, even clothing, is so much more less expensive, providing you got electronics. It's the knockoff brands or the cheap, whatever you want to call it, or as the new term is, the budget brand or the budget friendly electronics. We don't use the word cheap, nor do we use the word diet now. It's all zero, because the millennials don't want to hear the word diet. They have a sense of guilt. Please, guilt. All right, folks, that is it. Now we'll wrap it up. So you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment. Pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, we're doing, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification button. Oh, pushing the hernia in. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on in MacArthur Park area. Yeah, I see, just getting a job now. As much as every time I walk, I gotta, and it's getting worse. A few weeks away and I'll get cut in, or as I told my friend, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go in and get neutered because that's about the closest I'm letting a scalpel get to my groin area. Gotta joke about it some way. Come on, folks. If you can't joke about it, seriously, don't even live. All right, comments, good or bad, please post. If not, email. I shall put some links down. Follow the links down below. And I will post this when I can. All right, I love you all. Bye-bye.